this episode is a bit different. It is the 10th episode of Edenia, and I thought I'd talk about some stuff. I don't really have anything to show and tell today, but I thought I would talk about some stuff that I think is very important. And it's just something I wanted to talk about in general. Hence, rather than watch my mug ramble on in front of the camera, I've decided to leave you with some slightly prettier sights. Some nature, some solar punk artwork, that kind of stuff. Anyway, what did I want to talk about today? Well, as you may know, I am a huge advocate of transitioning to a freer, more abundant, more sustainable world. And something I advocate for as a starting point in that transition is for people to become more self-sustaining, to kind of decouple themselves from the marketplace and to begin, making their own stuff, growing their own food, sharing things with their community and that kind of stuff. Engaging in mutual aid and such. And this is the kind of dialogue that I've seen echoed in a few movements, notably the solar punk movement, among others. And the premise of the idea is that if you can decouple people from the marketplace and they start to build their own kind of mini economy, then that would effectively give them a good base, a good foundation that they could build upon, independent of existing systems and structures. Part of the purpose of Edenia, actually, is to build a kind of bank of open knowledge that people can use in aid of self-sustainability and related goals. I'll talk about this more at a later time, but one of the things that I'm actually doing with Edenia is taking processes that you would normally think of as large industrial scale things and scaling them down, miniaturizing them, so they can become accessible to individuals and communities. Because once a community can produce things for itself, then it will rely much less on the market for goods. However, regarding self-sustainability, I think there's something we need to slow down and talk about a bit. I think it's a bit unrealistic and a bit out of touch to expect everyone to become entirely self-sustaining given the current socio-economic climate. Simply put, not everyone has space or time to grow food, not everyone has time to do volunteering or helping out their community. Not many people have the technical know-how to make advanced goods in their own home. And so to apply the principle of self-sustainability universally is thus a privileged outlook. So what's the answer to this problem? We've got to make changes somehow, and we have to do it pretty quickly, lest we succumb to the whims of climate change and authoritarian capitalism. The answer, in my view, is quite simple. Do what you can, help where you can. But don't take this for an I could, rather an I should. If all you can do is compost and throw away plastic bottles in the recycle bin, then that's what you should do. However, if you have significantly more time, resources, physical fitness, smarts, land or space, etc., that does make you privileged. However, because you have that privilege, it also means that you have more leverage. You have a greater ability to enact change and make transitionary steps such as self-sustainability and mutual aid. And therefore you should use your leverage for good. If you have land, grow food. If you have knowledge to share, educate people. If you have skills and some money already behind you, use those skills to help people who need it. If you have little means, then rather than helping out, maybe you're just one person who needs helping. By contrast, if for example you have a lot of capital, then you can use that immense leverage to do things like start cooperatives or begin large-scale initiatives, that kind of thing. As I've said prior, the message of this video is do what you can, help where you can. So as sort of a minor plug at the end of this video, I wanted to let you know about my 3D models, and more specifically that I've opened a Thingiverse account so that I can share all of the 3D models I've made and shared in my videos. Of course, for completely free, and not to mention also open for editing and refinement. With that said, if you have the means, and I say if you have the means, then I do encourage you to explore some of the ideas that I've shared in my videos. You don't have to do or copy everything I do, but if you can, I highly encourage you to give some stuff a try. Anyway, this has been the 10th Edenia installment. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye for now.